Hey, what's going on today, guys? I thought I'd make this video about strategies for retail arbitrage or online arbitrage for that matter. I don't see it too often, and I had to learn this on my own, and maybe a lot of people probably already know it, but it is a strategy that's working for me. If you watch any of my videos, you know that I haven't really been doing FBA full time, really stressing it. Except since like June. I've had sales and stuff before that, but I really started going hard on it the last, say, month. And as you can see here, June 1st to July 1st, it was almost $900 in sales. And so far this month, I've had almost the same. But to put that in perspective, my stuff didn't go live until the 10th of June. So the 10th of July was my fiscal month, is what I'm calling it, and I was at over $1,700 for the first month. So, and that's all arbitrage. There are some books that I supplement the arbitrage with, which is what I want to get into today, is a strategy to make a full-time living on Amazon without private label. As you know, when you do arbitrage, you know, most videos you see on YouTube, you're told to, go to Walmart, Target, wherever, to the clearance aisle. Kohl's, I use Kohl's a good bit. And you hear these things about, find items on clearance that are selling good on Amazon, and that is good. You definitely need to supplement your inventory with those things. But that's not going to be consistent. And what I'm trying to show you is that you can be consistent with arbitrage without having to constantly be finding something on the clearance rack. So, if you've watched my videos before, you know that I'm in grocery a good bit. I'm in books. I'm in home. I'm in sporting goods now. But my point is that you want to find items that can be repeatable sales. You want to find things that, for example, I found these Star Wars sheets on Kohls.com on clearance for like $7.99. They were selling for $30 on Amazon, and I bought as many as I could, and I sold them all in the first month. They were gone. Okay, but I can't repeat that. Like, those are sold out on Kohl's, or they're back to normal price, or whatever you want to call it. They're not repeatable sales. They're not repeatable inventory. So yes, I supplemented my inventory with those, and it's the same way with books. You'll find such and such textbook, such and such book at the thrift store, wherever, and you buy it and you make a profit on it and you're good, but you can't repeat that. You can't repeat that inventory. You're not going to find that exact book very often, is my point. So you want to do all those things that you see everywhere, by all means. But my strategy adds to that something that you want to find repeatable inventory, things that are a certain price at Walmart or wherever. Jet.com has some good deals as well. That you can continuously, that's their regular price, or you maybe find it on sale, but it's not on clearance, that you can keep buying it. And yes, you only make maybe, say for example, right now I have, as you all know, grocery. I have a barbecue sauce that's regional to me that I pay $2.68 with shipping to me and everything. It's $2.68 a bottle. It sells for $12 a bottle. I'm making like $2-something profit. So I'm doubling that investment. Every $2.68 I spend, I'm getting back, for example, $4.68. But I can repeat that sale. And if you go here and look at that, last month I've had 104 units ordered. Out of those 104 units, 24 of those have been this sauce that I'm talking about. So, and I have more there now. It sells every day, every week. It sells multiple times a week. So my point is that you want to find items. So it's kind of up to you on the amount per month in profit. Like, I don't look at it as a sales. I look at my revenue, of course, but I'm saying when it boils down to it, you want 20 to 30 items minimum that sell $40 to $60 a month in profit, not revenue, but profit. So if you do that, say for example, you have 30 items that sell and make you $40 a month, that's $1,200 in profit a month, right? So you want to, and my goal is 100 items that sell at least $30 a month. So that's $3,000 profit. I'm not talking about sales again, but I want 100 items in my inventory. That's my goal, that sell consistently, that have good rank, that sell for at least $30 a month. Now we're talking about low end items. You could go higher if you have more income and you have more revenue to spend, capital spend on inventory, that you can get. You could do 50. I'm sorry. You could do what would it be? 60 items for $50. You could do 30 items at $100 profit. So what you want to do is find as many of those items as you can, whether it's 20, 30, 40, whatever it is a month, and you supplement that with your arbitrage and clearance and books and other things. And that's how you build up your capital for A, and that's how you build up a steady income. Because at the end of the day, arbitrage is not going to be something that, most videos I see, well, I found these at such and such place and I got 100 of them. Okay, that's great. But when those 100 sell out, what are you going to do? You're going to have another item. So you want to find those, yes, but you also want to find things that you can keep buying over and over and over and over and over again. And one thing I'd like to do, if we got Kroger grocery stores here. I'm using groceries as an example because that's what I'd say 65% of my inventory is grocery, 20 is books, and 25 is, home, sporting goods, any other category. You want to find as many as you can that consistently make money every month. And you do that by finding ones that are regional to you. Any item that's regional to you is a gold mine, because chances are there's not many people selling it. And also find things that are in stores that are not everywhere. Like Walmart's everywhere. So 90% of the stuff, not 90, probably 80% of the stuff you find at Walmart is at any Walmart. So you're probably not going to make too much money on that. But if you can find one item that sells, that is going to sell you 10 times a month, and it's making $3 a sell, well, there's one item that makes $30 a month. So you found one, and you keep doing that over and over and over and over again. You find as many as you can. At this particular moment, I think I'm at 15. I have 15 items that I know are going to make me at least $30 a month. So far, they've actually made more. My monthly inventory has been that's been my issue here lately, is I've said, okay, that's going to sell 10 times a month, and I send in 10, and then they're gone in 2 weeks, So, and with Prime Day coming up, guys, I'm telling you, if you're just now sending your inventory in, you're missing Prime Day, because it's just like Christmas or the Q4 stuff you hear about. Prime Day is like a microcosm of that. Whereas in Christmas time, you have until you could probably send stuff in at the end of November and still be good. It's not the way. If you try to send something in this week, it's sitting on a dock somewhere. I can promise you. But I'm just making this quick video because I want you guys to understand that you don't have to constantly be looking for clearance items. You do need to find those to supplement this other stuff and make your income more, but you can go completely with items that are, making you $2, $3 a sell. And if you have enough of those items, then you're going to make a good income. Let me give you a good analogy. Okay, Walmart, for example. Walmart, biggest retailer in the world as far as brick and mortar stores, right? How many items are in Walmart? Millions. You got millions of items. If you go into a Walmart supercenter, there are millions of items. They're not making, $10 a sell on that iPhone or whatever you want to call it. It's not even an iPhone. That's a bad example. But let's just say Legos. Okay, they're selling them for $69.99, for example. They're not spending $25 on those items to make $40. They're spending probably $60 an item after shipping and fees and everything. My point is that they have so many items that bring in small margins that it doesn't matter if they're making $1 a sell, because they got millions of items. So each store has millions of items. So you're talking about, if every item in the store made $1, that's millions of dollars in profit. You see what I'm saying? So, and I would argue some of their items are not even making $1. I would argue some of their items are only making like 20 cents profit at the end of the day. But they have millions of those items, and that item sells 25, 30 times a month. So, point being, you don't have to have an item that's making you $40 an item. And what it boils down to is that you want to talk about your ROI. If you're spending $40 to make $4, then that's iffy. But if you're spending $4 to make 3, if you're putting in $4 and you're getting back 7 after shipping fees and everything, that's a good investment if it's selling 20 times a month. That's $80 in profit a month on the one item. So you want to go wide with it, not deep. We've talked about that before. But like you want to have, if you have 100 items like that are bringing in 80 items, $80 a month, that's $8,000 in profit a month on top of your investment to get back in. So, just something to think about. And like I said, as you can see, Prime Day is 4 days away. I think that's going to be a huge day for me. I am a little concerned that I got some of my inventory. I sent some inventory in July 5th, which was the day after the 4th, and it was there by July 8th, and it's still not received in now. So obviously I'm hoping there's no issue with that, but I've read on forums and whatnot that they are having a lot of receiving issues right now because there's just so much stuff coming in. So, and this is for the retail guys, the online arbitrage guys who are not necessarily in private label. Eventually, you probably do want to get in private label because it's your item. It's there's no competition. And we're not talking about the Chinese crap. If you're still trying to do that, you're going to lose money, period. There probably are items on Amazon that have low competition, that you can do. And I'm starting to see more videos now where the private label is dead, and they're talking about, the China private label. And it's been dead. It's been dead for months. Guys, I tried it a year ago. It was dead then. So, don't get caught up in that. You got to find something that, look at private label from a different perspective. But that's not what this was about. I just wanted you guys to know that with arbitrage, you don't necessarily have to have 100% clearance items. You got to supplement that with items that are consistent sales. Of that stock that I have, that is 15 to 20 items that I can re-up on, basically is what I call it. I mean, I can keep buying them. I have that stock readily available. It gets here in 2 days if I buy it online, and it's better to buy it online because you can use eBay. You can use eBay in some stores, but you can use Be Frugal. You can use other places to get that cost down. But my point is that I can buy those at any time. If I've got 10 left and I know they're going to be gone in 2 weeks, I can buy 30 more. It's just continuous. And because of that, your money is constantly coming back to you. You don't want it to be where you get paid for the sheets, for example, and then 2 weeks later you're like, crap, I haven't found an item to send yet, and you don't have any money coming in. Because if you don't have any money coming in, you're not going to make any money. And if you're not spending money, you're not going to make any money. So you have to have money coming in to be able to spend. You see what I mean? It's like a cycle. So you have to constantly be putting money in. And like we talked about before, 6 to 8 weeks in, you may still be coming out of pocket and not using profits yet. But just look at it like this. If I spend, say, $100 on an item that's going to make me $150 back, and I do that, that's a $100 investment that I'm going to probably get $150 back within a month to 6 weeks. Whereas if you go put that $100 in a stock or in the bank, you're not going to even see, you're going to see pennies on the dollar back in that month. You might not see anything back in that month, and you could lose it all. So this is you got to look at this as an investment first. And once it's an investment and you have income coming in, then it's a business. But until you start actually making profit, it's just an investment. And it could go either way. It could go good or bad. But, I just want everybody to, have the same information I have and not have to dig. If you look on YouTube, you're going to find retail arbitrage strategies. You're going to see hundreds of videos about going to this site and that site to find it on clearance. And that's true. You can do that. But to me, time consuming wise, you want to spend, you got to budget your time just like you budget your money. And, I don't spend a lot of time on the clearance sites. I do find things on clearance. I do get them. I do send them in. But the majority of my time is trying to find more items that make consistent sales that I can buy indefinitely. So just think about that and continue to invest in yourself and invest in your business all the time. So really want you guys to keep that in your mind. Don't necessarily go by what you hear. Fact check me. You fact check everything. But I do want you to, we can all do this. This is easy. I mean, as far as work goes, labor where my job is not too labor intensive now, but it used to be. And, you have to be able to think outside the box and not just think about what you see on Google or YouTube. A lot of people aren't going to tell you this stuff because they for whatever reason, it's kind of like, I don't know if it hits them the right way or what, but a lot of people are getting away from arbitrage because they think it's dead. It's not, man. That's where all of my money, all of my profit has come from. Last month, my goal was $3,000 a month in profit on arbitrage. And in the first month, I'm at 900. So I'm already a third of the way there almost. And I'm excited. And I want you guys to be excited. And I'll talk to you guys later. I really want you to put that in your head and move with it, okay? Thanks.